Jay, so we're going to enter our speed round. These are some fun questions as well as some really meaningful questions that just allow us to get a little bit of an idea of who you are as a coach. So if any of our audience wants to reach out to you, feels really aligned to you, this allows them to do that. So I'm going to ask you 10 questions. You can answer it how long or how short you want.
Okay.
Totally up to you. So your first question: what meal do you always go back for seconds?
On what meal? That's a good question. The meal that actually makes my body feel satisfied and comforted.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
what that meal is in each moment, it's completely up to that moment. But if this meal satisfied me, I want a
Hmm.
little more.
Hmm. I love it. So good. Okay. Who was your favorite teacher growing up and why?
Oh my God, Mr. Leedkey. Oh, I so hope anyone who's had him like is able to watch this so we can celebrate him together. He was a teacher who actually inspired me to be the type of teacher I was. I had him for 2 years in grades 6 and 7. He took us out every Friday into nature, so that we could train to hike the West Coast Trail. He taught us how to live and be in the land. He taught us how to be present in the face of fear. Really quickly, I'll share a story about that. We would hike and we would walk a lot on Fridays, and we would go to a beach where he would teach us how to start fires and how to set up our tents and how to find different like plants
Hmm.
for food or whatever. On this one particular day, we were being buttheads. I mean, we were 11 or 12 years old, right? And he had actually orchestrated this experience where we thought we were like on private property and we were being chased by the owner, and we all lost our minds. We were chickens with our heads cut off. Like we had no idea what we were doing. And we ran through a field of stinging nettle. Like we were covered in welts. And he let this happen because he knew that we were safe. He knew that nothing
Hmm.
bad was going to happen to us. And then what he did is he gathered us into a circle of trees and had us hold hands and chant, "Where the hell are we? Where the hell are we?" Until
Hmm.
we calmed down. And we looked around and we said, "Oh, we know exactly where we are." And he used that as an opportunity to teach us about what happens when we're dysregulated and we're locked into our fear and our stories, right?
Hmm.
You have to come back to your body, because if we're out in nature and we get lost, right? How are you going to calm the fear of being lost so you can find your way home?
Hmm. So
Yeah.
good. That's so fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
His name was Mr. Lee.
Mr. Leadkey.
Mr. Leadkey. So
Yeah.
amazing. Well, Mr. Leadkey, you're amazing. And every student who had you was probably also impacted as powerfully as well.
Oh my God, I
Okay.
love that I just have to give him a shout out. Yeah.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh my God, so many things. The most embarrassing thing, to be honest with you, I because I had such low self-worth for so long, I think that a lot of my life was just embarrassing to me. I was
Hmm.
always really like critical of myself in the moment and really judging, like I don't know if I did that okay, and I would get these like really intense shame spirals. And I
Hmm.
spent a lot of my life embarrassed as a result of my low self-worth. And working on that and coming out the other side of it where I actually value who I am, I'm not embarrassed by things anymore. Now I'm just like, when I feel that kind of embarrassment rise up, I'm now like, oh, I have something to learn here.
Hmm. So good. I love that. And leveraging that embarrassment for,
Yeah.
hey, what can I learn here? That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's so
Yeah.
good. Okay, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Best piece. Don't expect anything.
Hmm.
Don't expect.
Hmm.
Expectation is going to set you up for disappointment, because you
Hmm.
cannot, expectation is a future um, motivation, and you can't determine the future. So if you live your
Hmm.
life expecting a certain outcome and you arrive at that future moment and that outcome has, or that expectation is not part of your reality, you go into a place of darkness. So don't
Hmm.
expect anything.
It comes back to receiving what the moment has for you.
Absolutely.
So good. Okay, what song or show are you binge listening to or watching to right now?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't watch a lot of TV right now, but I did just finish watching, okay, so Stranger Things and Wednesday. I really love those two. I love darker
Yeah.
darker fiction. And if I had to, though, like step a little bit outside that question, my favorite movie of all time is The Fountain by Darren Aronofsky.
The Fountain. I'm gonna add it to my list.
Good.
Okay. How did you find and land your most recent client?
Mm, that's a really good question. They found me.
Mm.
um, it was somebody that has been following me for quite some time. And she just knew that it was time for us to work together. And she reached out to me and she said, "It's time." And I said,
Mm.
"I'm so excited to be here for you." And I honestly find that those are my best clients, are the ones that just know that they're ready to work with me and they say, "I'm ready." It's not
Mm.
necessarily about me searching for them, it's about being the space for them to come to.
So good.
Mhm.
Okay, what do you think happens when we die?
Mm, I don't want to know.
Hmm.
I want the mystery.
I love it. Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
What is the most used app on your phone?
Probably right now it's Instagram. It's I'm just really focused on that, like, really communicating well to an audience. And so
Hmm.
I've been very intentional about how I'm using that particular app, um, just for the focus of communicating.
Hmm. That's amazing. Who are three people in your audience you want to shout out?
Oh, three people. Um, Good question. I'm so bad with names, Sean. That is, can I look at my phone before I
Yeah,
answer that
go
question?
do
I
it.
can't remember the name. Okay. My students used to laugh about this. I would remember every single story they told me, but I wouldn't remember their name. I don't understand that. So I'm going to go to my search feature. So um, I have been really appreciating I Am Ruby
Hmm.
on Instagram. I Am Rick William. I've been really appreciating his content. And then who else is in my search that I've been appreciating lately? Oh, MDM Motivator. He goes around and he just like finds people to bless. And honestly,
Hmm.
like getting his like little clip in my feed first thing in the morning sets my day up for like how I can show up and serve
That's
and bring light
amazing.
into the world. Yeah.
I love it. That's beautiful. Okay, and the last question is, where can folks connect more with you?
Instagram. Yeah. Right
Hmm.
now I'm just really focused there. So it's at Jaymi, Jaymi dot J. Yeah.
At the at sign Jaymi dot
Dot.
Jai.
That's it. Yeah.
That's amazing. We'll have that in the show notes for you. Jaymi, thank you so much for being on our show. This was so fun. I learned so much. I'm going to have to listen to this like five more times. So good.